What is up, Marvel Universe fanatics? It's Ash Rock back with another review. This is going to be on the Marvel Universe Cable. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ash, why are you reviewing a figure that everybody reviewed? Ash, why are you reviewing a figure from 1985? Ash, why haven't you paid my sister any child support in the last year? The answer to the last question is because she's a whore and the baby ain't mine, okay? I'm just kidding. She's not a whore. She's a cum guzzler. Anyways, the reason why I'm reviewing this figure so late, I guess, eventually my goal is to review all Marvel Universe figures. I know it's going to be kind of tough when I only review a figure a week, so I should be done in about 16 years. But long story short, this is my favorite figure of 2011. You know, there was a lot of great figures in 2011. Matter of fact, on the Marvel Universe community page on Facebook, there's a thing that my man Configure put together. It's his page. He put it together, and we're having like a top 10 2011 right now. So I will link that along with after this review. I'm going to do a quick rant. It should be only maybe a minute long about the current state of Marvel Universe and my sense of optimism going forward. I'm very optimistic. There's been a lot of grief lately with the Marvel Universe because of the last two waves, but I'll kind of break it down for you guys, okay? The box art, I don't have the box art on this particular figure. I have it MOC in some box somewhere, but I didn't pull it out. Its imagery is okay, I guess. Here's a quick pic here. All right. So here he is. Let's start off with the paint apps on Mr. Cable. Now this is the one with Baby Hope. There is a variant. I guess the one with the variant, which I also have MOC, is does not have Baby Hope. Instead, it just has a centerpiece here. But I'll kind of explain a little bit of that when I get to articulation. Paint apps. This is, in my opinion, by far the best painted figure up to this point in Marvel Universe. Now there's a lot of great figures. Like I said, 2011 and even the year before produced some awesome freaking figures, but the paint apps on this guy, it's almost uncanny how detailed they got in with this figure. I'm gonna zoom in on some of the parts here. I'm gonna show you. For instance, I mean, you see every little buckle, every little thing is painted. On a 3 3/4, I mean, look at it. Even that little button right there is painted. On a 3 3/4 inch figure, that is surreal. I mean, to put it, I mean, look at this over here by the belt buckle. I mean, look at that. Look at the fine detail that went into this figure. I mean, these guys put in some work with this one. I was glad they did because Cable is one of my favorite mutants of all time. Such a badass character. Up here, you got more detail. I mean, all around. I mean, let me zoom in one more time. I mean, you can't really appreciate this figure until you actually have it and you see it up close. But look at that. Every single belt buckle. Even look at Hope. She's got the little dot on her head and everything. I mean, she's naked. Hopefully Sandusky won't find out about it. Well, actually, Sandusky's into little boys, so she's safe. God. Rape jokes. Right there is the only little part that isn't painted, but even then, I mean, that's small compared to all the other stuff. So, I mean, this, sorry about that, this is an unbelievably painted, well-painted figure. Skin tone came out real nice. The weaponry came out real nice. I mean, you can see there, it is just, that is badass, dude. His fingers, I mean, everything about this figure. The staff, I got the staff hanging on his back. It's pretty much all solid. It's like a charcoal color, but it's got a lot of fine detail as well, a lot of ridges and stuff. And this staff here, I mean, if you take this piece off here, that probably could have been used for Gambit. It's a lot better staff than the one that came with Gambit. The one that came with Gambit was real flimsy and stuff, and whatever. And then the other gun as well. I'll bring it in a little bit for the other gun. You can see there, I mean, that is just badass. His metallic arm came out real nice. It's more, again, of a charcoal finish with the arm. I wish it was a little shinier. As you guys know, Cable has a very shiny metallic arm, but not too bad. The head sculpt. I mean, you tell me that ain't badass. That is amazing. The left eye being his little glowing eye, the right eye with a scar on it, real grimacing look. The hair came out nice. I mean, everything about this guy came out nice. I just noticed he's missing an eyebrow. Is that comic book accurate? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm sure they wouldn't fuck that up, but this is, damn, dude. I mean, I can't say enough about this figure, dude. Baby Hope. That was such a great series. Everybody trying to get that ass. Baby Hope. So for Paint Apps, obviously I'm going to give them a complete 5 out of 5. They did a great job with, I mean, yeah, it's... I just really wanted to review this figure, man. I just love this figure, guys. I really do. Articulation. He's got the ball joint / hinge on the head. Ball joint shoulders. Swivels at the bicep. Single jointed elbows. He's got ab crunch. No waist articulation. No, it does have waist articulation. I'm sorry. So, baby Hope, no. I lost my baby Hope. What the hell was that? I was just singing a song. Notice that there isn't anything behind her. It's just, that's kind of funny. But yeah, it does have waist articulation. He's got the thigh swivel. He's got the hinge over here. Double jointed knees. It rotates at the calf here. So mine's a little. I didn't break it in that well because I've had him in the same pose for like 16 years. And then he's got the ankle rockers. So articulation on these molds, man, you can't go wrong. A complete 5 out of 5. And the final score. Oh, I'm sorry, really quick. I said I was going to talk about the articulation. So now, actually, let's go over to 5. Final score is going to be a 5 out of 5. Plain and simple. Classic figure, top 10 of all time. Number 1 for me in 2011. There was a lot of dope figures in 2011, but this one's definitely in my top 10 of all time. Now, finding this guy, he's a little difficult to find at this point. What upsets me a little bit, again, I understand Hasbro's take on it. They're going to come out with, you know, variants that are just simple freaking variants. This one here with the Baby Hope is a little difficult to find in the stores. You probably won't find them at all, really, at this point. Unless they come out with another revision series, which would be really cool, and I think a lot of fans would appreciate it, especially the newer collectors. However, he is very difficult to find. If you do buy him online, this one here with the Baby Hope goes upwards of, I believe, like $20 or more. You might find, you know, some at like 30 bucks. Stupid prices. I think it's ridiculous. I guess what upsets me a little bit with the whole variant thing is I took Baby Hope out for a second. I'm going to show you. If you do get the one with Baby Hope, you also get this this little centerpiece here. Do I got that right? Let me swivel it around. There you go. You get that centerpiece there. So if you get the one with the Baby Hope, you have the option of, you know, having this X-Men logo on there instead of Baby Hope. Now the variant, as they're saying, they're calling it a variant, is this one here. It's basically, that's all it is. You don't get this little tiny biatch here, but you get, you know, the X-Men logo. So if you're gonna go for it, I would go with the Baby Hope. Personally, I know you're gonna pay a little bit more, but I like the dynamic. I mean, the whole Baby Hope series, the whole Hope Summers, the Second Coming, everything went down with X-Force in the comic books. If you guys didn't read it, was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, that was one of the greatest. It was such a turning of the tide for X-Men, because she was the first mutant born since House of M, which House of M was just such a phenomenal series. Also, during that time, you saw a lot of character development. I know I'm going on a rant about comic books now, but whatever. You saw a lot of character development with Cyclops in particular. Cyclops, you know, they got this X-Men vs. Avengers thing coming up in the next couple months, and I'm cheering for the X-Men personally, because I'm more of a mutant guy. But Cyclops' character after House of M is the best, in my opinion, the best developed character possibly in Marvel history. Simply because mutants were pretty much going extinct, and he did whatever it took. He booted Professor X. He put together X-Force. He made decisions that he didn't give a shit what anybody thought. Beast or Nightcrawler or whoever. He just did these things to save mutant kind, and it was absolutely sick. So if you guys aren't familiar with the whole House of M and how everything developed into eventually Baby Hope and Second Coming and X-Force and Uncanny X-Force, I mean, it's just some crazy shit, man. I love it. Now, let me get off that for a second. Long story short, get this figure. The rant about the current state of Marvel Universe. You know, there's some people that are upset, and I'm one of them. I'm the biggest Marvel Universe whore you guys will find. And on the actual Facebook page, I put this posting up yesterday. I said, this is exactly what I said. Big ups to the entire community. Folks, don't get bummed out with the last 2 waves. As a company, Hasbro has to utilize all the plastic they have. As an MU whore and completist myself, it upsets me. But the businessman in me understands these decisions. With the great minds behind the scenes, I have faith in their decision making and know things will get better with the next 2 waves and all others coming down the road. Hasbro is a company of consistency, and they have shown that with Star Wars and G.I. Joe. Those 2 lines alone have produced for many, many years. 3 3/4 inch equals cha-ching. I don't work for them, I don't represent them, I'm just looking at the company objectively and see excellence upon the horizon. MU has gotten better and better over time and will continue to produce. Trust me. I know this is a longer review, and that's why I said I wanted to go on this rant. And what I just said there pretty much sums it up. You gotta be a little more optimistic about the future of Marvel Universe. The next 2 waves are gonna be freaking sick. Even though the last 2 waves consisted of a lot of redos and older molds and head swapping and just crap like that, especially that Magneto. Damn it, I'm still pissed off about that figure. And the Victor Von Doom and all the other bullshit. They did give us some awesome 2-packs. For instance, the Adam Warlock and Thanos, the Daredevil and Bullseye. Also, the next couple waves are going to be phenomenal. They really are. So I have enough trust in them. Don't give up hope on these figures, guys. There's some dope shit, because there's been a lot of people talking trash about the last 2 waves, and they're very upset, and rightfully so. Like I said, I'm one of them. But the consistency and the way Marvel Universe has developed over the years, I've been there from the beginning, and the way they have developed over the years, I'm glad to have taken part of it. I really am, because you start to appreciate the figure so much more, and they just keep getting better and better. I mean, last year was a true testament of how great, and this is one of those figures. This is a prime example right here in front of you of how great these figures have gotten over time. So, sorry for the rant, sorry for the longer video. I apologize. Leave your comments in below what you think about the Marvel Universe going forward. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. And the next review will be